Sup heathens, I'm Happy Viking, and I'm here to make you awesome, one frothy pint of metal at a time. So drink up. It's time for a heavy metal geography lesson. So put on your thinking caps and come with me, because we're about to go on a magical journey to the Faroe Islands. The Faroe Islands are a tiny island nation somewhere between Denmark and Iceland, with a small population of around 50,000. It has cool weather, lovely villages, colorful buildings, gorgeous vistas, and a rich history full of interesting characters. But mostly, it's boring as shit over there. It's pretty much the bumfuck nowhere of Scandinavia. It's a cold, windy, and featureless cluster of godforsaken rock, and there's only like one Burger King in the whole fucking country. If I lived in the Faroes, chances are that I would starve and die. But then again, I'm a lazy Canadian whose day revolves around fast food and Team Fortress 2. So maybe I'm not a credible source on how much ass the islands may or may not kick. Tyr, however, is. Tyr is a progressive folk metal band. They are from the Faroes and they fucking love it over there. All of their music takes influence from traditional Faroese folk tunes and Scandinavian history in general, and with it they conjure forth a grim blizzard of northern metal that will give your ears the awesomest case of frostbite ever, and you'll love every damn moment of it. Except maybe for the part where your ears turn black and fall off and the doctors have to use skin from your ass to make a new pair of ears. Yeah, that part kinda sucks. But aside from that, Tyr is an excellent band. Tyr, or if you're not a sissy English speaker like myself and can actually pronounce it right, Tyr, has everything you could reasonably expect from a metal band. You want thunderous riffs forged with hammering chords? You want face-melting solos overloaded with fiery majesty? You want lyrics that sound like they were being bellowed from the motherfucking mountaintops? You want sexy shirtless men? Boom! Tyr has everything you could possibly ask for. You want a brief summary of the band's history? No? Okay. You want porn? Sorry, no. First and foremost, the band members are from the Faroe Islands, in case you forgot. They formed in January of 1998 in Copenhagen after the guitar heathen Harry Jonsson got some of his homeboys together for a mind-blowing jam session, the magnificence of which flattened half the country, although since Denmark was flat as a board already, no one noticed. But Tyr quickly squashed the competition back in their native land, that is to say, all none of it, and signed up with the Faroese label Tuttle, to release their first album, How Far to Asgard, in 2002. 4 years and 2 albums later, the unstoppable pagan juggernaut became cool enough to get hooked up with the always dope-tastic Napalm Records in 2006. Since then, they've made 2 new albums, with another one called The Lay of Thrym coming out next month. See? That wasn't so bad. Wasn't that so much better than porn? Okay, it probably wasn't sporting to trick you guys with a bait and switch, so I'll tell you what, if you watch the rest of my crap, I promise there will be boobies after the credits. For real. Okay, back to talking about Tyr. Tyr is a folk metal band, and I'm a big sucker for folk metal. I love folk metal. Stuff like Korpiklani, Turisaz, and Ziffarum, that's my shit, bro. And Tyr, by extension, is also my shit. Apparently a good chunk of their output is just straight-up reworkings of Faroese folk ballads, which technically means that they are just a glorified cover band. Okay, that's actually mean. No, their music is fantastic, and I really respect what they're doing for their heritage. According to Harry Jonsson, Tyr's musical mission is to break down the walls that are erected between all kinds of metal that have arisen over the years. Which is a great goal, because honestly, for every decent, respectable metalhead out there, there are at least 2 bickering elitist dipshits who complain that metal they don't like isn't real metal. Needless to say, this is the realm of self-righteous dicks who spend their days updating their live journal with 3-page essays about the intricate musical complexities of anal cunt. So it's a breath of fresh air to have a band who wants to stamp out that sort of mentality and unite us under a single metal banner, where we will then take over the world! Nah, I'm joking. Metalheads aren't gonna take over the world. Yet. But how would these hard-rocking revolutionaries bring us together for a wicked, purely hypothetical world domination party? Well, every good warlord needs a good speaking voice to properly proclaim their laws from atop their massive skull throne. Does Tyr have this?
I will decimate and decapitate those who question the sword in my hand.
Oh yeah. Harry doesn't so much sing as he does shout at you until you piss your pants in fear. In fact, he's getting shoutier with each new album. Compare Eric the Red with By the Light of the Northern Star. If this trend continues to escalate, Lay of Thrym is going to be loud enough to kill birds and cause earthquakes on the moon. In other words, the band is perfectly suited for public speaking. Okay, now it's time for me, in my official capacity as an internet complainer, to start talking about the part that sucks about Tyr. And Tyr sucks because... jeez, this is hard. I'm gonna be honest, this part of the review took me forever to write. I spent restless nights drowning my veins in caffeine, staying awake until 4 in the morning, trying in vain to figure out what it was I didn't like about Tyr. There's something about them that keeps me from listening to them for long periods of time. I'm pretty sure it's not something big though. My best guess is that there's just a lot of little stuff that bugs me. Stuff like Harry's voice. It's a cool voice, but he's pretty much shouting at you. That shit gets kinda grating after 3 songs. Or that some of their songs sound kinda samey. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing though. Manowar's been playing the same 10 songs for 30 years and they're fucking amazing. And then there's also their relative lack of levity. Virtually all of their music sounds very serious, and it's obvious that Harry Jonsson takes the music and its subject matter very seriously. Which is fine, but come on dude, lighten up for 3 minutes. Maybe it's just me, but Harry doesn't seem like the kind of guy you party with. Let me put it this way. Dennis Schunke of Encanto, that's a guy you want to have a beer with. Christopher Bose of Ailstorm, that's a guy you want to have a beer with. Harry Jonsson is a guy you want to have a quiet chat regarding the societal effects of Nordic Christianization with. It's a different energy, that's all I'm saying. Maybe it's because of those 3 combined that make it rather draining for me to listen to their music. Shouting, stoic, similar sound. Together, it makes Tyr the kind of band that gets boring really quickly. At least for me, anyway. But, you know, maybe a music video of theirs would energize me. So I'm going to awkwardly segue into their video for their #1 smash hit pagan party number, Hold the Heathen Hammer High. So it opens with the guys clad in plates and chainmail, boarding a Viking longship, possibly preparing to sail to England to fuck some shit up. This is interspersed with clips of them playing the song shirtless. I don't know why they insist on playing the song shirtless. My only guess is that they are trying way too hard to get chicks. Dudes, you guys are foreign rock stars with exotic accents. You don't need any more help. Put a fucking shirt on. You're just making me feel fat. So they play shirtless, they sail about on a boat, and, of course, they tell us to hold the heathen hammer high. Damn right, hold the heathen hammer high. Be free, be awesome, drink mead, fuck bitches, get money, cut down big wooden crosses. Oh, wait. Maybe not so much of that last one. It's not nearly as socially acceptable. Since there's nothing particularly hilarious about anti-Christian sentiment, I will simply state that Harry Jonsson has a bit of a beef with organized religion and that, occasionally, he has to let you know about it. Sometimes. A lot.
And that means that religion is bullshit! Yeah!
Whatever. They're pagans. Let them have their pagan fun. I don't care. Where was I? Oh yes, music video. The music video is okay. It's nothing special. It's a bunch of Vikings doing Viking things like drinking, sailing, and being distractingly shirtless. Curse you, you sexy men! Yeah, I'm just gonna wrap this up before I inadvertently out myself again. Final verdict? Tears fucking awesome. For all the small things they do that kind of annoy me, I still find them to be a wicked listen when I need to get pumped up for something. They play hard, fast, and skillfully, and it's hard not to feel proud and motivated when they blast their pagan beats. And the fact that they came from such a small, unassuming place like the Faroe Islands makes it that much better. Heavy metal warlords can come from anywhere, just so long as they have the metal spirit. Sic parvis magna, motherfucker! So, if you want some old school tunes from a bygone age with a slick, powerful revamp for a new heavy metal millennium, check out Tyr. And also, Harry Jonsson has a solo project called Helja Rega. Check that out too. I'm Happy Viking, and you've just been given your recommended dosage of heavy metal. Now, if you excuse me, after all that time with shirtless men, I have to go play Blood Rain until I can convince myself I like boobs again.